Ghana, often referred to as the gateway to West Africa, holds many peculiarities. This country is not only famous for its vibrant culture, rich history, and stunning landscapes, but also for its unparalleled traditions and customs. In this video, we will explore 15 prohibitions and peculiarities that can only be found in Ghana. Get ready for a mind-blowing experience. 15. Eating chinchinga off the streets. When we think of Ghana, we often picture vibrant markets and street food stalls. But in the poorer regions of the country, especially in parts of northern Ghana, hunger can drive people to consume foods that would otherwise be discarded. This is a reflection of the larger socio-economic disparities within the country. Ghana's population stands at over 30 million people, with some communities facing acute poverty. Despite having one of the fastest-growing economies in West Africa, the income inequality is stark. In the northern regions, climate change has devastated crops, leading many to depend on wild roots or even scraps left behind by street vendors. 14. Burying the umbilical cord and placenta. In Ghana, especially among the Akan people, childbirth is celebrated with traditional rituals. The placenta and umbilical cord are considered sacred, and in some areas they are buried under a special tree or at the entrance of the family home. This is believed to connect the newborn to their ancestors, ensuring they grow up strong and healthy. Modern Ghanaian families living in urban areas still perform these rituals, but in a more discreet manner. 13. Dancing with the ancestors. In Ghana, honoring the dead is a crucial part of the culture. Funerals are a grand affair, and there's a tradition among the Gay people of Accra to dance with the deceased during the funeral procession. The deceased is propped up in a coffin, and loved ones celebrate their life with music and dancing. This is a moment of joy rather than mourning, marking a transition to the ancestral world. Funerals in Ghana are often more expensive than weddings, as families save up for years to afford the best send-off for their loved ones. Only eating after the elders have eaten. Respect for elders is a cornerstone of Ghanaian culture, especially in rural communities. At meals, no one is allowed to begin eating until the elders have taken their first bite. This applies to family gatherings, funerals, and traditional ceremonies. Among the Akan, for instance, meals are a sacred time and respecting elders is paramount. One staple food, fufu, made from cassava and plantains, must be shared communally, and no one dares touch it before the oldest person at the table. Homes facing the rising sun. In certain parts of Ghana, particularly in the northern regions, tradition dictates that homes must face east, towards the rising sun. This practice is believed to bring prosperity and good health, as the sunlight is seen as a source of life. Ghanaian homes in rural areas are often built with earthen materials, and facing the sun helps to keep them dry and free from moisture, which can cause mold and disease. Staring is commonplace. Ghanaians are known for their warmth and friendliness, but they can also be very curious about strangers, especially in rural areas. If you're a visitor, you might find locals staring at you. It's not out of malice, but rather curiosity, especially if you're carrying something they've never seen or wearing something unusual. The best response is to smile or nod. However, don't take photos without permission. It's seen as disrespectful, especially in certain areas where spiritual beliefs are strong. Fad practices or taboos. In Ghana, there are cultural taboos or fads that vary from village to village and are often connected to the spirits or ancestors. For example, in some communities, pointing at a grave is seen as disrespectful and could anger the spirits. In the Volta region, certain lakes and rivers are considered sacred, and swimming in them is forbidden unless specific rituals are performed. It's important for visitors to learn about these fads to avoid causing offense. Don't wander into a village without greeting. In rural Ghana, it's important to greet the village elders upon arrival. This is not just a sign of respect, but a necessity. In traditional settings, the chief or leader of the village must be informed of any visitor's arrival, and failure to do so is considered highly disrespectful. Once permission is granted, you are welcomed with open arms, and villagers might even offer you gifts or a meal. The sacred baobab trees. In Ghana, the baobab tree holds great spiritual significance. Known as the tree of life, it provides food, water, and shelter for many communities. Legend has it that the baobab was punished by the gods for being arrogant, and so it was planted upside down, with its roots in the air. In the savanna regions, these trees are seen as sacred, and locals believe that spirits reside within them. Do not be too generous. In larger Ghanaian cities like Accra and Kumasi, you will encounter beggars, often children, asking for money. While it's tempting to help, giving money can sometimes create more problems. Many children are forced into begging rings by unscrupulous adults, and any money you give goes straight into their pockets. It's better to donate to established charities or organizations that work to help these children escape a life of begging. Pirate hideouts on the Gold Coast. Ghana's coastal areas, particularly along the Gold Coast, were once notorious pirate hideouts. European traders, pirates, and adventurers flocked to these shores in search of gold and other treasures. Today, some of these old forts and castles, like Elmina Castle, stand as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, attracting tourists who are fascinated by Ghana's history as a hub of both trade and piracy. The stone forest of Tano Sacred Grove. The Tano Sacred Grove in the Bono region of Ghana is home to strange rock formations that locals believe are imbued with the spirits of their ancestors. The rocks are said to emit sounds during certain times of the year, and entering the forest without the proper rituals is forbidden. Only the local priest can guide visitors through the grove, as it is a sacred place. Unique wildlife. Ghana is home to some of the world's most unique and endangered wildlife. In the Mole National Park you can find elephants, baboons, and rare birds. The Kakum National Park, known for its canopy walk, is home to elusive creatures like the forest elephant and the bongo. Many species are protected and hunting them is strictly forbidden. Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom. The Ashanti people of Ghana are proud of their matrilineal heritage. The Ashanti Queen Mother holds a significant role in society, and the lineage is passed through the female line. This system has been in place for centuries, with the Queen Mother having a say in the appointment of the Ashanti King, known as the Asante Hene. The land of boiling waters. In the Volta region of Ghana, there are natural hot springs that have long been used for healing purposes. The village of Wuli is famous for its hot springs, where locals believe that the waters can cure illnesses and rejuvenate the body. These springs are seen as sacred, and visitors are encouraged to respect the area and partake in the healing rituals offered by the local healers. Thanks for watching. Kindly like and share.